The Little Match Girl. It was a cold and bleak New Year's Eve in the town. Snow was falling and the streets were darkening as wealthy people hurried home to their firesides. But one little figure did not hurry with the rest. In a doorway crouched a poor little girl, trying to sell matches to buy herself a crust of bread to eat. No one wanted to stop as they walked quickly by. Some did not even see the shivering figure with her bare feet and ragged clothes. At last, the streets began to empty, and the lamp-lit windows beckoned home the last passers-by. The little match girl huddled alone in her doorway, trying to keep warm. Across the street, through a lit window, she could see happy people sitting around a blazing fire, raising their glasses, toasting the new year. Blue with cold, the little match girl struck one of her precious matches. It seemed as though a glowing fireplace appeared before her. With a little cry, she stretched her frozen feet toward it. But in another second, the match went out and the fire disappeared. With shaking fingers, the little girl struck another match. Now it seemed as though she could see through the wall of the house opposite. There was a table piled high with good things to eat and drink. As she watched, a plate of delicious food seemed to float toward her. The little match girl eagerly stretched out her hands, but just as she could almost touch the plate, the match went out and the vision vanished into the darkness. With tears on her cheeks, the little girl struck a third match. This time, she seemed to be inside the room, sitting under a beautiful Christmas tree with sparkling, shimmering candles. As she looked up into the flames, it was as though the candles floated up into the sky to become stars. One star fell to earth in a shimmering arc. "Some poor soul must be dying," whispered the little match girl. "I remember my dear grandmother, before she left me and went to heaven, telling me that a star falls as someone dies." She lit another match and saw her grandmother bending over her and smiling. "Oh, grandmother," cried the little girl, "don't leave me this time. Please take me with you so that I can stay with you forever." At that, the old lady tenderly gathered the little girl into her arms and carried her gently into the sky to a better place among the stars. The next morning, passers-by found the little match girl still curled in her doorway, a smile on her frozen lips. "Poor little girl," they said. "She lit her matches to try to keep warm, but she could not save herself." They did not understand that the little match girl had found a far better home than any of them in which to celebrate her new year. The end. Night, boys.